Wang Lin, the main character of Renegade Immortal, is one of the most complex figures in the world of cultivation. But did you know the Wang Lin we usually see is actually not his real body? That's right. The Wang Lin you're familiar with is just one of his many clones. His true self, the ancient god body, is hidden far beneath the ground, silently cultivating in the shadows. So how many clones does Wang Lin have? And what happened to each of them? Today, let's break down the full journey of every clone Wang Lin created, their purpose, their power, and how they ultimately contributed to his final breakthrough. Wang Lin's first clone was created with a specific goal: to help him break through to the Nascent Soul stage. This clone didn't have any cultivation, but it held tremendous potential. Using divine techniques, Wang Lin carefully condensed this form. However, despite its talent, the clone couldn't merge back with the original body. The limitations of the extreme realm made that impossible. So instead, it transformed into a pure nascent soul and took up residence inside Wang Lin's dantian, silently supporting him from within. The story doesn't end there. As Wang Lin approached the god transformation stage, he made a bold move. He stripped the extreme realm from his own body and turned it into a powerful magic weapon. Around this time, he had inherited the legacy of the ancient gods, giving him a unique and powerful physique. To keep this ancient god body as pure as possible, focused entirely on physical power, he created a second clone, often referred to as the cultivator clone. Into this second body, he poured all his abilities and traits as a normal cultivator. This allowed him to separate his divine physical strength from his magical cultivation. It was this clone that participated in many of the epic battles that followed, facing deadly foes in the Rain Fairyland and clashing with powerful enemies like the Red Butterfly. Meanwhile, Wang Lin's original god body stayed hidden underground, continuing its cultivation in complete isolation. Later on, when Wang Lin joined the Soul Refining sect, he received full support from the powerful Dantian ancestor. Thanks to this help, the cultivator clone quickly advanced to the peak of the late god transformation stage. At the same time, the ancient god body achieved a massive breakthrough, reaching the 3-star realm. When the cultivator clone fused back with the ancient god body, Wang Lin's combat abilities soared to terrifying new heights. He was now strong enough to take on even infant transformation stage experts. This fusion played a crucial role during one of Wang Lin's most important battles, his revenge against Li Yuanfeng and the Troll Ancestor. Drawing on the combined strength of his fused bodies, Wang Lin managed to kill both of these powerful enemies and even sealed the Snowland Kingdom and the Troll Tribe. At this point, his clones had become more than tools. They were vital extensions of his will and power. But if the first two clones were still within Wang Lin's control, the third one would be completely different. This clone, known as Lu Mo, marked a turning point. He was born when Wang Lin's essence of killing clashed with the core of his silence. From this chaotic collision, Lu Mo emerged. With black clothes, black hair, and piercing scarlet eyes, Lu Mo was unlike the others. He had a mind of his own. He was no longer just a clone, he was an individual. Lu Mo was powerful, cold, and terrifying. He raised his hand and crushed a messenger of heaven without hesitation. But then, turning to Li Muwan, his expression softened. He smiled gently at her, revealing a deeply emotional side that none of Wang Lin's other clones ever showed. Lu Mo carried Wang Lin's obsession with reviving Wan'er, and with that obsession, he began laying out an enormous plan that spanned time and space. Lu Mo wasn't just a warrior, he was a strategist, a mastermind. Entire worlds became his game board. The Xianxia continent was a cage he designed himself. The 7-colored world was like a sandbox where he ran countless simulations. Even Tian Yunzi, a major figure in the story, was revealed to be nothing more than a piece in Lu Mo's vast dream illusion. And as time passed, something unexpected happened. After experiencing countless lifetimes and tens of thousands of reincarnations, Lu Mo developed real feelings for Li Muwan. Not as an extension of Wang Lin's obsession, but as something personal, his own. However, he also understood the cruel truth. Li Muwan never loved him. She loved Wang Lin. And so, in every lifetime, Lu Mo created a companion for her named Momo, a fragment of himself that stayed by her side. But before he could awaken each time, Momo would erase her own consciousness to prevent Li Muan from being confused or falling for the wrong person. This cycle repeated again and again, a heartbreaking sacrifice fueled by a love that could never be returned. Lu Mo became the most tragic of all the clones. He represented the contradiction between letting go of the past and being bound by emotion. He was both Wang Lin's detachment from worldly bonds and his most desperate longing. He was the cutoff of karma and the trap of obsession. In the end, the paths of all three clones converged at the final step of Wang Lin's cultivation journey. The Nascent Soul clone continued to sit silently in the Dantian, the earliest witness to all of Wang Lin's growth. The cultivator clone advanced along with the original body, stepping into the fourth step, a level few could ever dream of reaching. The ancient god body evolved even further, approaching the level of the ancient creation itself. And Lu Mo, knowing that his time had come, made a heartbreaking decision. To stay with Li Muan in the truest way possible, he chose to erase his independent consciousness and completely merge back into Wang Lin. This sacrifice marked the final fusion. At last, Wang Lin's spiritual power, consciousness, and physical form all broke through together. He no longer needed to rely on separate bodies. With one hand, he crushed Xianxia. He reversed reincarnation itself. And finally, after all the pain, sacrifice, and longing, he resurrected Li Muan. But at that moment, something strange happened. The boundary between clone and original body completely disappeared. Within Wang Lin now flowed the blood of the god of war, the rules and insights of the cultivator clone, and the quiet, selfless love of Lu Mo. Even Wang Lin himself could no longer be sure. Was he still the original? Or had he become something new? A being made of all his past selves? And perhaps the most painful question of all, when Li Muan returned to life, did she love him or one of his clones? And that's the story of Wang Lin's clones, each one with its own purpose, strength, and fate. From cultivation breakthroughs to emotional sacrifices, they all played a part in shaping who Wang Lin became in the end. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives into Renegade Immortal and other great Donghua stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.